Luka Doncic put on a passing clinic during his triple-double performance, threading dimes with pinpoint accuracy. One of his best came as he found Jackson Hayes for a powerful throwdown. Luka was probing the defense, always scanning for the open man, and he found him. Not only did Doncic distribute with flair, but he also showcased his smooth mid-range jumper, stopping on a dime to knock it down. Like all great players, Luka plays at his own pace, dictating the tempo. Meanwhile, the Lakers were in rhythm. A long lead pass found LeBron James, who continues to show off his versatility, even off the ball. LeBron cut hard, adjusted his game, and stayed ready for the lob. He dished it to Rui Hachimura, who attacked the paint, then kicked it out to Goodwin for a three that rattled home. Mike Conley led Minnesota with just 6 points at that point, highlighting their early offensive struggles. As the Lakers moved the ball around, LeBron hit again with the shot clock winding down, burying another deep three, clearly feeling it from long range. Then came a beautiful sequence. Austin Reaves missed a shot, but tipped it perfectly to Rui for a second-chance bucket. That hustle lit up the court, even as Ant-Man Edwards and Reaves collided at mid-court. McDaniels continued to struggle, shooting. Just 2 for 8 and 0 for 4 from deep, LeBron wasn't done. He worked in the post, waited patiently, and finally powered through for a bucket plus the tap-in. His persistence and poise under pressure were vintage King James. On the other end, Naz Reid spun out of a double team and faked a pass to set up a lob for Hayes. Austin Reaves then attacked the rim hard, finally breaking a cold streak of 10 straight misses, though the play might have been an offensive foul. With the score tight at 103-97, LeBron rose again. Another lob, another foul drawn. In crunch time, under 2 minutes left, he spun and hit a clutch mid-range fade. The arena was electric. Minnesota fired back. DiVincenzo hit a three, their third in a row, and the Lakers couldn't seem to guard the perimeter. Doncic returned to action, directing traffic and finding Gabe Vincent for a handoff before launching a deep three, tying the franchise playoff record for most triples in a game. On the other end, Edwards missed again, clearly out of rhythm. Goodwin fed Hayes, but the Lakers struggled late in the clock, and Doncic missed a contested jumper. Minnesota kept fighting. Conley, guarded tightly, made a strong drive, earning a trip to the line. He calmly sank both free throws. Rudy Gobert checked back in, and McDaniels returned to the floor. Reed also hit both free throws, keeping the Timberwolves within reach. Back on the other end, Doncic missed a shot but followed it with a gritty putback, outworking bigger defenders and showing his fearlessness on the boards. Minnesota continued, attacking. McDaniels passed to Conley, who once again drove into contact and earned a trip to the stripe. He converted both, showing veteran composure in clutch time. Since the break, both teams have been strong from the line, but it's Luka Doncic with the ball in a tight 2-point game. He works the possession patiently, passes to Hachimura, then LeBron, and finally gets it back, with 6 on the shot clock. Hachimura sets a screen, and Luka fires a deep three. It misses, but the Lakers crash the boards. LeBron gets a look from beyond the arc, but misses again. And then a foul is called on Rui Hachimura, his 4th of the game. On the other end, a big defensive play ramps up the intensity. A fierce block showing playoff-level hustle. Minnesota, catching fire from downtown in the 4th, was 3 for 5 from deep since the end of the 3rd. Edwards tried to add to that, but he came up short. He's been ice-cold this quarter, and it's hurting the Timberwolves' rhythm. Meanwhile, Luka stayed composed, hitting a tough shot from a difficult spot, flashing his elite shooting ability. Once again, Doncic matched up against Conley, looking confident. McDaniels got the ball, worked off a Gobert screen, and hit a smooth 13-footer, giving Minnesota a 2-point edge. The Lakers struggled to fight through those picks, too often disappearing instead of staying with their man. But Luka answered right back, bullying his way to the rim with ease and scoring again. He's been unstoppable down the stretch, making the most of every opportunity. Edwards passed to Gobert, then kicked it out to McDaniels for 3. It missed. Julius Randle grabbed the board, but LeBron was right there to outmuscle him, pulling in his 15th rebound of the night. On the next trip down, Hachimura drained a jumper, keeping the Lakers alive with his threat from deep. Chris Finch, quickly, called timeout for the Timberwolves. Things were slipping, and he needed to regroup with precision. No room left for errors. Coming out of the break, the Timberwolves trailed by 3. Randle had the ball on the perimeter, guarded tightly. Edwards tried to shake Luka, but couldn't, so he kicked it to Randle, who pulled up from deep money. Great setup by Conley, who delivered right on time. Randle didn't flinch under pressure. He thrives in clutch situations. Lakers came right back. Luka got the rock, drove hard, and finished with finesse, laying it in for his 48th point. From the day he entered the league, Luka's been a gamer, built for moments like these. Conley answered quickly, dishing it to Randle again. And once more, Randle splashed a 3, putting Minnesota back on top. He's playing like a true closer, but the night belonged to Luka. With Hachimura setting another screen, Doncic pulled up from deep. Splash! Another 3. He just wouldn't miss. Luka had taken over, writing his own script in this playoff thriller. What a playoff performance we're witnessing tonight. Anthony Edwards is putting on a show that fans will remember for years. He just nailed a triple that left the crowd stunned, effortless, cool, and clutch. You could feel the entire arena holding its breath until the shot dropped. That slam cam brought us the flavor, but Edwards brought the fire. The Lakers are shooting 49% from the field, and LeBron James continues to prove why he's the one you want taking big shots. Calm, collected, and deadly, he nails another 3 to keep LA ahead. On the other end, Edwards pushes back, but Hayes holds strong on defense. The Lakers still lead by 3. Then another bucket falls, unstoppable. This game might as well be branded with his name. It's been an offensive clinic, and he's leading the charge. McDaniels throws down a monster dunk off a sharp pass from Edwards, who's showing great court vision. Moments later, Doncic controls the pace, but Minnesota gets the stop. The Lakers miss a mid-range jumper, and the Wolves come storming back, and then boom! Edwards goes right over LeBron with a jaw-dropping slam. That's not just a dunk, it's a statement. He refuses to fold under pressure and delivers exactly what Minnesota needs. Doncic gets deep in the paint, forcing a foul. Cool under pressure. He sinks both free throws to put LA up by 3. Back comes Edwards, ice cold, and he buries a clutch bucket to cut the lead to 1. Just 30 seconds left. The Lakers slow things down, working the clock smartly. Then Randle gets it and drills. A 3! The crowd erupts. He just set the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made. The building is shaking. Minnesota still has a chance. Edwards steps up once more and throws down another highlight jam. That man is flying out there, elevating with pure force. Timeout Lakers. J.J. Redick is drawing up something big with just 5 seconds left. The game's on the line. Doncic gets the ball, and he hits again. This guy is automatic tonight. He's now tied for the 3rd most points ever in a single playoff game. What a performance. The crowd is in awe. This one's going down in the history books.